So I want to go through and show you guys how to fix your skies in your black and white images. So what'll happen is, as you're darkening your sky, if you're using a polarizer and this part of the sky is darker than this side, as you're trying to darken it, this is going to get much darker than this area, and it's just going to look all weird. So this is an infrared image that I took out in the Palouse, and you can see up here in the left side of the corner that it's quite a bit darker than down here near the barn. And what'll happen is up here will just get really dark. And so I went through and did my normal, made some luminosity masks. You can see here's my darks 3, and you can see by this, see how up here is much lighter than down here? So this is going to darken more than this. And my darks 5, darks 4.5, lights. And so let's run through just a quick edit here, and I'll show you what I mean by your skies get ruined. So I'll do my normal, Artisan Pro X. Let's do a light or a darks 3 copy. Well, I don't know why I hit cancel. Okay, we'll do the normal. Go down here, darks 3 copy, click OK. And then let's just start darkening the sky. And you can see already it's getting really dark up in here, but nothing's really happening down in here. And we're not worried about the barn because this is just about the sky. So if we get rid of the ants, you can see there's kind of this weird line right there. And as you zoom out, it just really stands out. So that is what we want to fix. And the way I go about doing this, and so the biggest thing is whenever you're making your luminosity masks, you always want to just go ahead and start with your neutral layer or your color image. This is an infrared image. I use the 830 nanometer black and white filter. So that's why it has this kind of like this pink tone to it, but just neutral conversion. This is what it did. When you're trying to fix spots like this, it is okay to make luminosity masks from your edited layers. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So we'll go to darks, and then what we want to do is focus on that upper section. So I know it's a fairly dark, that's darks 5, dark 6. So dark 6 is, I think, pretty much what we want. So we'll make a copy of dark 6. I've already done that up here, but we'll just do it again. Let's make another copy, Command J, do a select, dark 6 copy. And now we just want to lighten this area. So I'll come to Pro Adjustments, Lighten, and you can see how it is just lightening the really dark areas. And you want to go until that's about the same level as the rest of your sky. So I think about there. I have a little bit here, but I think we'll start with that. And if we zoom out at this point, you can see there's no longer a really hard dark line. So deselect, just make sure we don't have that. And now we can go ahead and make another luminosity mask based off of this image. So I'll go to luminosity masks, darks, darks 1, darks 2. Now you can see that the darks 3 has a little bit less bright up in here, and it's a lot more uniform. So we'll go ahead and save a darks 3 copy. Go ahead and click OK. Back to layers. Let's do selection, darks 3 copy. Click OK. And then we'll start hitting the darken button. And it's still doing it a little bit, but obviously not as much. And this may be something that it just may take you several iterations to get this fixed properly. And what we can also do is, if we go, let's see, luminosity masks, back to our channels. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all these luminosity masks because they really don't do anything here, because we can always just keep making more. Okay, so now we may just have to just keep doing that same process over and over. So let's go to luminosity masks, go back to our channels, do our darks. Let's see, darks 5. Ooh, the darks 5 looks pretty good. Dark 6, that's a little too much. Let's just save the darks 5. Get rid of those. Now let's do a half darks and go look at the 5.5. I think the 5.5 looks really good. So let's go and save that. Get rid of those. Back to here. Then we'll do the same thing again. Select darks 5.5 copy, click OK. And now we just start lightening the sky again. Let's go one more. So that's looking much better. Now we'll deselect. Now we'll go ahead and figure out another luminosity mask. Luminosity mask, we want the darks again. Let's try quarter darks this time. See if we can find something that's just much closer. Darks 3.75. I'm liking the 3.25, so let's go to 3.25. Get rid of the quarter darks. Then we'll go back, select darks 3.25, click OK. Then we'll start doing the darken again. Let's lighten, or not lighten, let's decrease the strength a little bit. Let's get rid of our ants here. I think that looks pretty good. So the biggest problem with this one is I use my 16-35 Sony lens, the G Master, and it just has kind of a fairly big hotspot right in the middle. It does make it like kind of a sharp hotspot, but then it does make one that's kind of faded out. That's how you're getting all this vignetting around here. But you can see there, the transition now, if we zoom out, is much softer. And if you really want to go in, we can fix that. If we deselect, just go ahead and make another copy of this so we don't ruin that layer. Go to filter, camera raw, go to a radial mask, radial gradient. Then we can just bring this in, something like that, make sure our feather is at 100%. And then let's go ahead and subtract luminance. I always forget how these ones work, and I think it's something like that. I think the red in Lightroom is what gets adjusted, because I never use Lightroom for the masking or anything, so I just get kind of confused. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. So right about there looks pretty good. Then we'll just click OK. And now our sky has a much better transition to it and no longer a hard edge because what happens is when you zoom out, your eye focuses on that hard edge in the sky. So it's very important you create a soft gradient in your sky without hard edges. Now the only thing I really don't like about this image is this vignetting. And like I said, this is all from my lens. So I want to see if I can fix that. Let's try a camera raw again. Actually, let's make another copy. We'll do camera raw. Where's camera raw? Come to optics, vignette. Try and just open up the corners. That's looking much better. Do that. That's what I like. Oh, except for up there, but that's easy. We can just put a mask on it. Go to our brush. We're on white, which you don't want. We want black, overlay, nope. I'll go up to normal, black, make sure our hardness is 100% soft. Then we can just brush this in, because really it's mostly just in the foreground that it was bothering me. Oh, I want to open that back up a little bit. Nope, make the trees still dark. Let's make the hardness of the brush a little bit more. Decrease the size. We're still in black, and then whoop, wrong color. X. Just make sure we're good through here. Now that's looking much better. And I'm just looking at my mask here to make sure I'm getting everything I need. So now we can hit Option. Oh, one little spot there. There we go. That looks much better. And so now we zoom out. We have nice transition everywhere. We don't have any hard edges. I think we'll see if we can just brighten up the whites here. From this, we'll make a copy. Go to our luminosity masks, do lights. Lights 1, lights 2. I think no lights. We'll do our half lights. Try lights 1.5. That looks better. All right, we'll do lights 1.5. See, delete those. Come back to here. Selection. Lights 1.5 copy. Click OK. Let's get rid of the marching ants. Command H. Go to Pro Adjustments, and then we'll just start brightening all our whites. And really, I just want to, mostly just in the grass here. I don't want to get any blown out areas in my clouds. I think that looks pretty good. I think our clouds actually still look pretty good too. Yeah, see, we haven't blown anything out yet, which is always good. But one thing we can do is deselect everything, put a mask on, go back to our brush, and we'll just brush this in. See how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. Let's change our hardness. And then we'll come down to the grass, go X, just to bring it in on the edges here a little bit. Oops, a little bit more. I could decrease my brush size, but meh. All right, and that is looking much better. No more hard edge in the sky, no more vignetting on the foreground. When we zoom out, everything looks pretty good. We zoom in, not quite that much. Looks pretty good. No, it's actually not blown out there. So I'd say that's looking pretty good. So, fixing your sky, use luminosity masks, make them off the image that you're editing, not the neutral, not the color image. Use the one that has the dark edging on it, and make either a lights or a dark luminosity mask. That's the easiest way to do it. So just a quick video, and feel free to like and comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Click my little bell, I guess, because that notifies you when I upload a new video. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.